Welcome to this 1500 point battle. Today's hosts are Rowan and Lyndon.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Brothers Grim Dark. Today we have another 1500 point battle today. Tempest, yes, exactly.
It's my favourite.
It's your favourite. It's good fun.
It is good fun.
Yeah, the randomised fun of the 40k universe. And today we have, what am I bringing? Iyanden. That's what I'm bringing today.
Dead elves.
The mightiest and greatest, and yes, deadest of all the elves.
Are all your armies the mightiest and greatest?
Yeah. I'm not going
Seems to be a running theme.
I'm not going to be around the bush here. They're all mighty and they're all great.
Okay.
The Space Wolves aren't dead, but
That's true.
They're the mightiest and greatest of the living, and the Iyanden are the mightiest and greatest of the dead. It's fine.
Makes sense.
So that's what I'm bringing.
Yes.
The mightiest and greatest of the dead. What are you bringing?
I'm bringing the mightiest and greatest of the Tyranids because I'm running Behemoth today, which is my favourite. So yes, HR Giger is back. Lots of bugs running around and eating wraith stuff.
Yeah, Iyanden don't really like bugs.
No, a bit of history.
A bit of history with them. Yes. So on to that. My first key of the day, who really does not like bugs, because I think he's been killed by a bug at least once.
We'll see if that happens again today.
Is Prince Yriel. He's my Warlord today. Last time he got very nastily ganged up on by a Psycho in Terminator armor, and then Spheric came along and just finished him off. It was very mean being tag teamed by those nasty Night Lords. So today he's hopefully not going to have that happen to him, and he'll get to stab something, and hopefully it will die when he stabs it.
He's going to look at them real nasty with his big glary eye.
Yeah, so when he stabs Spheric, the Spheric just claws him back.
Quick the glower. Yes.
Like a little cat, Spheric is. Anyway, what's your first key
Well,
today?
I don't have lightning claws today, but I am, for first time in quite a while, running a Broodlord.
Cool.
Who has big old claws himself, so maybe Yriel will get chewed away by something else with claws.
He doesn't like being clawed.
So yes, taking the Broodlord for the first time, at least with the new rules. I think he's different now, but quite interesting. And of course, since I'm taking a Broodlord, I'm also going to be running some Gene Stealers.
Very cool.
So we'll see, depending on how deployment goes, if I can do some pre-deploy shenanigans and get out there nice and quick. But yes, some different bugs than usual.
Trying to get the jump on me today, aren't we? I see.
Yes.
So, because, I'm facing off against speedy things that want to get the jump on me, I'm actually not running any slow mini-wraiths today, which is quite rare for me, but I'm going for a different look. But instead, I am bringing a big unit of 10 Dire Avengers, which...
Lots of shooting.
Lots of shooting, yeah. There is a theme. There's lots of shuriken in this list today. It's shuriken death. So yeah, it's been a while since I've run them, and hopefully they're going to be quite fun. I used to run them a lot when they were troops, but now obviously they're in the elites, so they will find it more difficult to get into my lists now, but I'll give them a go and see how they do today.
Yeah. And the last one for me, who's a weird one who's become a bit of a staple for me, even though he's a bit of an uncommon one, is I'm taking the Haruspex again. I think he's really fun. He's a little bit pricey, but he's got tons of utility with his massive gob. He can either eat big things, eat lots of small things. He's pretty tough.
Yeah. And
this is not really a competitive thing, but he's also a great vehicle for two of my favorite stratagems with a trampling charge and the acid blood. So yeah, he's mostly just really for fun, and I think he's actually quite good.
Yeah.
So he's back again, and we'll see how he does today.
Yeah. And lastly, for me, I am dipping into the Forge World pool of plenty and bringing a unit of 3 Hornets along.
Hornets are cool.
With 6 shuriken cannons across the unit. So yeah, that's a lot of shuriken, lots of fun dice to be rolling for me. And yeah, we'll see how they get on today. But we'll be back at the table with deployment.
See you there.
Okay, so here we are at the table. Just a quick run through over what's what. We've got some dense terrain here, and we're playing these cargo crates as dense terrain too. All the big rocks, including these ones, just line of sight blocking, and this is all crater in the middle. These little rocks, they do nothing. It's just make
it look pretty.
Yeah, just make the table look a little bit pretty. We've drawn the table. We've got search and destroy, which is obviously 2 deployment zones across from each other. We've got burn and raise, which basically means you can remove objective markers by performing an action on them. If you don't think you're going to be controlling that anymore, you can get it away so your opponent can't control it. And then we have supply lines, which means you only get your extra CP at the start of each turn if you control the objective in your own deployment zone. So that's that. We shall roll off to see who gets
The 1 and a 6 last
a
time.
1 and a 6. This is true. So I roll a 1. There it is.
Still on form.
Oh,
Also
two
a 1.
ones.
Right,
Nice.
try that again.
This dice is broken.
Yep. 2.
Well,
Right, it's going to be a high-scoring dice rolling game today, apparently.
Right, presumably Rowan will want me to put a unit down first.
Yes, please.
So I shall go and do that now.
Here we are in deployment. Let's see how the two players are facing off today. Linden's powerful unit, the Hornets, deploying at the back there. With their quick speed, they'll be able to get to where they need to in turn 1. Opposite them, Rowan has dominated the center of the board with his 2 units of Zonethropes. The High Respects comes down on Rowan's right flank, hoping to sweep its way through Linden's forces. Prince Yriel deploys in the heart of Linden's forces, and Rowan puts down his Genestealers and Broodlord in an infiltrated position, and the Dire Avengers deploy centrally so they can adapt to multiple threats.
Okay, just deployment done. Now we just need to roll to see who gets first turn. Would you like to go first? Would you like
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I mean, I'd like to go first as well. Right?
Yeah.
To 5, that's respectable. To 4, I shall be going first.
We will be going first, and I will be spending 2 CP on Phantasm.
I thought that might be happening.
Linden opts to abandon his right flank in the hopes that those Genestealers and Broodlord will not be able to charge this turn.
Okay, just before Rowan gets into his command phase, I have to do my Strands of Fate rolls to see what things I get.
It's a 2s.
Lots of 2s. I will re-roll one of those.
It's like
Another
those are the
save.
saves, aren't they?
Okay, and then I'll just take an advance and a charge.
Okay.
That's me. Right, over to you.
Alright, we both got a CP back, so we're both on 5 CP. I drew my 3 cards, and they're interesting. So I got Extend Battle Lines, which basically just means I have to get an objective marker outside of my deployment zone, which I think is possible. I got Raised Banners, which do an action on an objective, I think is also possible. And then No Prisoners, which is the kill tally one. So I got to get up to 30 wounds over the course of... So it's not going to happen immediately, but it seems like something I'm going to want to do anyway, so I think I'll hold on to that.
Sure.
Then we get onto all the fun Tyranid command phase shenanigans. So, start of the battle round, I'm doing Warp Shielding. So, yes, the force field is up.
Yep.
So, my Higher Specs has a 4-up invul, everything else has a 5-up invul.
Nice.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully that keeps things alive a little bit
Very
longer.
good, yeah.
And then I get into all of the Warlord traits and things like that. So, the Broodlord, that's what his name is. He doesn't really have a choice. He's going to give the Genestealer unit when they do 6s, it does extra AP, I think. He is going to give this unit of Zonethropes the roll extra d6 on their psychic power, and he is also going to give this unit of, this is his Warlord trait, he's going to give this unit of Warriors here the +1 to hit. I think that's everything. There's a lot to remember with Tyranids.
It's a good number of things.
It's quite a few things. So we'll see how this goes. I think I've got a chance to score a few points early on here, but then it's going to be weathering Linden's firepower. But we'll be back in my movement phase.
A general advance from the Tyranids, as you might expect, except for the Genestealers, who move back to claim an objective, knowing that they could not make a charge this turn, and they raise banners upon it.
You're in the Tyranid psychic phase, where lots of things happen.
Yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy this phase.
The Neurothrope is pretty buffed up because he has the Resonance Barb, so he gets an extra psychic power, and he is +2. I don't know why I'm throwing 3 fingers, I don't think I said.
Yeah.
+2 to his psychic powers. So we're going to start with him because he gets to do all the fun things.
Okay.
This is pretty cool because most of I've got Synapse creatures all over the place. I'm going to be bouncing psychic powers through a bunch of stuff. So the very first thing I'm going to do is that unit of Guardians, which is hidden behind this rock, because they're actually the closest unit to either of these Warriors or Zonethropes, I'm going to cast Neuroparasite. So there should be 10 guys in there. Well, first I have to see if it goes off.
Yeah, do that first.
But it is a work charge of 7, and he's +2 to cast, so it goes off on a 5. Doesn't go off.
Right, that's lucky.
That was unfortunate. Okay. So then we'll do Catalyst on this unit of warriors in the middle here. That definitely goes off.
What's Catalyst do?
They've got 5-up shrug.
Okay.
Right, so now we get onto the smites. So we'll start off with this unit of Zone Thropes here. The closest invisible unit is that what is there.
Yep.
I'm casting 3d6 for these guys because I gave them they got buffed up by the Neurothrope.
Yep.
Picking the 2 highest. So that is definitely a super smite.
What do you cast on?
9 plus 3 plus...
Oh.
Yeah, 9 plus 3.
Okay. Can't deny.
Yep. And then I'm doing d6 mortal wounds plus 3 for them.
Yep.
That is 9 wounds.
Right. That's just 9 dead.
Yikes.
Ouch.
The second unit of Zoanthropes had their smite denied, and the Broodlord failed to manifest Onslaught. A quick shooting phase, with the only activity being the Hyraspects licking a Guardian to death.
Okay.
Morale phase.
Yep, no charges happening, so that's basically the end of my turn. So we're going to do Lyndon's morale phase for the one lone Guardian back here.
He needs a 1. Oh,
Okay.
close, but he does run.
There we go. Does he count as being destroyed for the purposes of
Yeah.
no prisoners?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So on that note, I've already killed 11 models, or done 11 wounds, so I'm already a third of the way through no prisoners. I got raised banners here, and I've got whatever the other one was, extend battle lines by getting out on those objectives. So scoring some points already. And yeah, Psychic Phase one thing was spectacular, the rest didn't really do much, but that's what it is.
One spectacular thing.
We'll see how Lyndon's counterpunch goes here, because I'm expecting to get shot at quite a lot.
Yes,
But,
yes, we'll see how it goes.
Not a bad first turn.
No, that was potent.
Yes. Right. We'll see you in Lyndon's turn.
Okay, my command phase, and the only thing really to talk about is the cards that I drew. So I drew Blunt Guts, so I need to kill 3 things in combat, which is
come fight me.
potentially doable. I drew Defend Stronghold, so at the end of Rowan's turn, I just need to be controlling my home objective, which is probably doable. And then I drew a card which I didn't like, so then I spent the CP for Investigate Site, which I still don't like, because Rowan has 4 units within the centre of the battlefield, and I don't think I'm going to be able to remove all of them. I can try. We shall see how things go. Anyway, we'll get into that in my movement phase.
than my command phase, that.
Yeah, it's nice and streamlined. Yeah, I took no relics today, so there's no Cytroma of Iyanden or anything, so that's it.
Iyanden movement phase. The main points to discuss here are the Hornets moving into a position to block the Genestealers and Warriors from targeting Lyndon's softer units, and the Guardians on his left flank using that Strands of Fate auto advance 6 to make sure they claim that objective. Iyanden's psychic phase, and the Wraithseer dishes out 3 mortal wounds to the Warriors, killing 1. The Farseer casts Executioner onto the Zoanthropes, only causing 1 mortal wound, however. Iyanden shooting phase, and things begin with the Guardians combining to cause 5 wounds to the Warriors.
Then we shall move on to the Hornets, and they're going to put everything into this unit of Zoanthropes.
Yep.
6.
Lots of dice.
Lots of dice, and they're not core though, so I won't be getting any rerolls for Yriel or anything.
Good.
Seems average-ish.
Yep.
And then strength 6, so winner of 3s. AP doesn't matter.
Nope, 4 thimbles.
That's 6, 9 saves.
Okay, fail 4.
So that
8 damage.
2.
The Wraith Lords combine their shuriken to bring down a Zoanthrope, but their Bright Lances and the D-cannons from the 2 Wraithseers fail to do any damage to the other unit.
Okay, Dire Avengers, what have you got? Not in range. Okay, so they're all going to go into the Warriors.
And the Warriors have the 5-up shrug.
The Warriors have a 5-up shrug. I think I will be using a Stratagems here.
The damage 1.
They're just damage 1, yeah.
You're not letting me use my cool stuff, but that's okay.
Sorry. Can I get 3 dice off you, please? 9, And I'm going to use the stratagem. Bladestone. So any roll of a 6 scores 1 additional hit for 1 CP.
Yikes.
They are coarse, it will be rerolling ones to hit as well. That's a few 6s.
That is quite a lot of 6s. Oh dear.
It's a whole bunch more 6s.
So the last time I give you my dice.
Right, wounded on 5s though.
Something.
19 saves. That was a good roll. That was about half. That was, yes, a very good roll.
19, and AP on this?
It's 2.
So 5 up and
Yeah.
rolls. Okay. Those are saves, and then these are shrugs now. That's a few. Right.
Good roll.
1 warrior, 2 warriors, and 1 wound.
Charge phase, and the 2 Wraithseers make their charges. However, the Wraith Lord, even with the use of a Strands of Fate dice, could not make it into the warrior. Combat phase, and the Wraithseer begins by felling 2 warriors. The remaining one takes 1 damage back off the Wraithseer. The other Wraithseer causes 0 damage onto the Haruspecs, and in return takes 4 wounds. Lyndon used up 2 Strands of Fate saves to avoid this being even worse.
Okay, just before we get into Rowan's command phase, bit of housekeeping for the start of the battle round. Rowan has just scored 10 on the primary because he controls more than me.
Yep.
So he gets the full 10, and he scored 10 at the end of that battle round as well for his secondary. So he's on 20 points. I'm on the bagel still.
I'm winning.
Yeah, I'll hopefully score at least 5 at the end of this turn,
Yes.
but we shall see. But yeah, I've just got my Strands of Fate to do for this battle round again.
Only 1 6 this time.
1 6.
Maybe re-rolling something.
I'll be re-rolling something. I don't really need 3 5s, so re-roll one of those. It's a 4. I'll take the advance, and I'll take a hit roll, and I'll take a wound roll.
Nice spread there.
Yeah, just take one of everything. Right, that's me. Over to you.
So for my battle round, my plan is coming together a little earlier than expected.
I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to take 2 wound rolls. Sorry, but yes.
Changing things.
I'm changing things. Sorry, carry on.
Okay, so I'm using the Warriors Synaptic Imperative, which gives me 6s explode in combat for the next round. So I'm hoping to just get into combat and kill as much stuff as I can as quickly as I can, and then we'll see how things go after that. Then I got my usual start of turn, Synaptic Link, Warlord trait, all that fun stuff.
All the things.
All the things. So the Broodlord is going to give his ability just to the Gene Stealers in front of him, so they now get extra AP when they hit 6s. Yep, so they've got that. And the Zoanthrope is going to give Neurothrope, that's who he is, those are Zoanthropes. Neurothrope is going to give his Warlord trait to this unit of warriors here. That's the +1 to wound, I believe. Nice. It's either +1 to wound or +1 to save. I'll look at our +1 thing. And he's going to give himself his regular ability of rolling 3 dice for his psychic powers.
I'm very good at psychic powers ability.
I am very good at psychic powers ability, yes. Think that's it. Oh, and then I drew cards. So I still have my no prisoners tally going. I'm on 11 right now, but I'm chipping away at that, and I've done some wounds to the Wraithseers. So if I get them down or kill some Guardians, I'll be getting close. So I'm keeping that one around. I drew a tempting target, which means I have to take one of the objectives in No Man's Land that Lyndon has nominated, and unsurprisingly, he nominated the one he has things on.
Yep, it's mine. Come get me.
So I've got to go get that. There's a plan, but it's a risky plan. And then I also drew Grind Them Down, so me and Lyndon keep a tally of how many things we kill, and at the end of Lyndon's turn, we see who's killed more stuff.
Yeah.
So that's it. I think that's it for my command phase, and I will start moving stuff now.
Tyranid movement phase, and they continue to close around the Iyanden force. The Death Leaper appears on Lyndon's left flank to threaten his guardians, and the Morlock marker appears smack in the middle of his forces. Hive Fleet Giger psychic phase, and slightly underwhelmingly from the Neurothrope, his Neuroparasite only manages to take down 2 Dire Avengers. However, he does succeed in also putting Catalyst onto the warriors. The Zonethropes take 5 mortal wounds from one of Linden's Wraithseers, but again, the Broodlord's Onslaught fails to manifest. A very successful Hive Fleet Giger charge phase, as everything makes it into combat.
Okay, into the combat phase. So we're going to start off with the larger, still alive, beefed up unit of warriors, all going into the Wraithlord there.
Yep.
So I got 3 attacks each. They charge to their +1 strength. So we'll do it. They're wounding on
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. Yes, lots of things. Lots of Buffy things going on right now. Hitting on 2s.
And 6s explode.
And 6s explode. And they are
Strength 7.
Strength
5.
7. Yep. Okay. Right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. AP -3.
I do save 2.
quite a
So he's no, it's only 1. So he's alive on a wound.
A wound, right.
The Wraith Lord strikes back, taking down 1 warrior. The Genestealers and Broodlord combine to destroy a Hornet. The Death Leaper brings low 4 Guardians. The warrior takes 1 wound from the Wraithseer again, but is brought low in return from the Wraithseer's scythe, while the other Wraithseer deals 6 damage to the Hyrespecs. And the Hornets, surprisingly, manage to bring down 1 Genestealer.
Right, now the Hyrespecs gets to hit you. It's 5 attacks.
Yep.
No stratagems or anything this time. 2, that's good. Those 2 just go back in. And winding on 4s again. He's strength 16. Oh no, he's not.
He's not been
strength
charged.
14. Strength 14 now.
Still 3s.
That's 4.
Okay, well, one of those will be a save.
Yeah, D3 +3 damage here.
Yeah. Save another one. It's probably going to do it though.
So
2 go through.
D3 +3 damage. Oh no!
How much? 6. Still enough to do it.
Yep. Sorry, I couldn't have not killed him there.
Yeah.
Got him. Does he explode?
Wraith stuff doesn't explode. If I just auto pass it, I'll be out of CP, but it will. Oh no, it won't because you are controlling it.
Got because I killed the race here.
because you got that exit. Yeah, okay. So do they just need a? I mean, they're
-2.
They've lost 4. Yeah, so they just need a 1. Nope. So 1 runs, and they now are below
Half strength.
but because I'm Iyanden, it's still only 1s, so no more.
No more. But I did manage to get that.
You did manage to get that.
Just. Well done, Death Leaper. He's my favourite.
He is good. Even with the points hike, he's still very
Yeah,
good.
he's still very useful. Well, that was interesting. Bit annoyed I didn't kill the Wraithseer with my buffed up warriors there, or the Wraith Lord, but otherwise, okay. A bit, yes. And dealt with 3 more Guardians. I need to count how many wounds I've got, because I must be getting close to no prisoners
It's another
now.
9 for killing that.
That's 20. How many was the Wraith?
And you killed another 5 Guardians.
25. And I didn't. And the Hornet?
8.
Oh, so I've got it.
Yep, got it.
So I got no prisoners. I got a tempting target. And how many units did I kill that turn?
1.
Oh,
No, 2. 1. Yeah, 1. Just 1, just the Racer.
Just the Wraithseer. So I've only got 1 point for that, and you did not kill a unit yet.
I've killed that last warrior.
Oh, you did? So we're both on 1 for that. So I can't score grind them down, so I'll just discard that now.
Okay. I scored Defend, Stronghold. I've not got Blood and Guts, and I've not got Investigate Site.
Cool. I think that's the end of the turn.
Yep.
Right, we'll be back in Linden's command phase.
Okay, quick command phase and end of turn summary. Rowan scored a whole bunch of points again.
I did.
So do you want to tell everybody how the scores are looking at the doors?
I have 30 points.
30 points, and I got them on 10, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, so got a bit of work to do. I drew Secure No Man's Land, which
I've seen how these games go before, though.
Yes, I drew Secure No Man's Land, so I need to be controlling 2 objectives with No Man's Land by the end of turn. That's doable. And yeah, I've still got Blood and Guts, which I maybe should have got rid of. It's going to be difficult, but possible. And I've got, what else have I got? Investigate Sight, which I also probably should have got rid of, but maybe I'll just hold on to that for a turn or two and then I'll be able to score it.
There might be a lot less models in a turn or two.
Yeah, so only thing to do in my command phase is I'm going to spend a CP on Tears of Isha to heal a Wraith Construct model D3 wounds. I'm going to do it on this Wraith Seer here. It's just the one.
Okay.
Well, you know, 3 is better than 2.
That is very true.
Right, that's my command phase. We'll be back in my movement phase.
Iyanden movement phase, and the tricks are aplenty. Lyndon uses a stratagem Feigned Retreat on the Hornets so they can fall back from combat and still be able to shoot this turn. Meanwhile, the Dire Avengers begin to raise Lyndon's home objective. They have a special rule called Defensive Tactics, meaning that they will still be able to shoot this turn even though they are performing an action. Iyanden's Psychic phase, and the Wraithseer fails to manifest Innervate. However, the Farseer causes 2 mortal wounds on the Haruspex via Smite, and 3 mortal wounds onto the Death Leaper via Executioner.
Okay, shooting phase. I'm starting with the Dire Avengers, who are doing a tactical savvy thing. They have an ability called Defensive Tactics, which means they can perform an action and still shoot. So I am raising my home objective here, so it'll be gone, but I'm going to get 5 points for that end of this turn. And yeah, now I'm shooting at those nasty jeans there.
Yep.
Rerolling 1s for Yriel. 6s do not explode because I need to hang on to my precious CP now. 2s in there. But that's not too bad. 4s to wound. AP isn't going to matter, is it?
Nope.
So that's a good roll though. 4, 5, 10, 12.
Right, 5 ups. 1 dead, 2 dead, 3, 4, 5, yeah, they're dead.
Okay, well done there, Avengers. While we're over here, Yriel will try to zap your Broodlord with his eye.
Right.
No, he won't. Well done, Yriel. Okay, we shall move over to the Wraithseer in the middle.
Okay.
Who's going to go after
The Haruspex.
the Haruspex. Yep. So
Nothing.
it's 2 shots.
Okay.
So I'll auto hit and auto wound with one of those. And because the auto wound counts as being a 6, that's 1 mortal wound right off the bat, because 6s cause a mortal wound. And see if the other one hits. No. Okay, and damage. So if a 4 or higher will kill him here, because it's d6 plus 2. Oh, he's alive on a wound.
The Guardians combine to bring low the Death Leaper.
I'll move over to the Hornets, because they've only got 1 target. No, they could shoot at the Broodlord, I suppose. But no, I'm going to trust that Yriel is going to do something against that Broodlord. So these are going to go into the Zontopes. So 3s. No rerolls, but that's a good roll. Strength 6, toughness 5. 3s. And that is 6 saves.
So who's this into?
The Zontopes.
6 saves, 4 ups. Ooh,
2 dead, damage 2.
The Wraith Lord's split firepower takes 2 wounds from the Broodlord and blows up the Haruspex, which takes out 2 Guardians in its wake. Iyanden charge phase, and Lyndon's 3 charges are all successful.
Okay, combat phase, and bearing in mind Rowan could interrupt if he wanted to. I'm sadly leaving Yriel at the mercy of the Broodlord over there, because I really need to stick a chunk into these warriors before they do something. So yes, this Wraithseer is going to hit first into the warriors. He hits with everything. Well done. Figured out which is the pointy end of the stick, and he wounds with everything.
That's not good.
So you won't get a save unless they've not got an infinite.
Nope.
So I need to roll all these damage individually. So the first one is 4, second one is 4, fourth one is 4, All 4. So you need to roll 4 at a time, just in case you make saves.
Wow.
Lots. So 1 is taking 1 wound.
1 wound.
And then another 4 on that.
How many am I doing here?
4.
So this is on the 1 wound that's left. So that one's dead.
That one's dead, yeah.
Right, 1 dead.
Yep.
And
Next on 4 again.
Dead.
That one dead, and then last 4. Dead. Just so
3 dead. Right, I will be spending my CP so that I'll get to fight again. After
Okay.
dead.
Yep.
That's what I'm saving my CP for.
Okay, fair enough.
But
Iyriel might survive.
Yriel and the Broodlord exchange blows, causing 3 wounds upon one another. And the Wraith Lord finishes off that unit of warriors.
Now the nasty bit.
Yes.
Could be losing a couple of big wraiths here.
Right, how do I split this up?
2 into 1 and 3
Yes,
into...
I think so. So we'll do the 2
I
first.
think that should be plenty.
Yep. So 2 into the Wraith Lord.
Yep.
Still hitting on 2s, exploding 6s. No 6s, but everything hits. And they weren't charged. Oh yeah, they were charged,
unit.
so they're still strength 7.
Yeah, still 5s.
That's 3.
AP minus 3.
Either 3 or 4. Rending claws. 4.
Okay, he did.
Cool.
Job done.
Right,
And
and
then
then
dropping like flies.
everything is.
Everything's dropping.
Oh,
off.
I've got one big bug left to come.
Yes,
But, right, so these ones into the other race here. And but that one just goes back in.
Exploding
6s, yep.
5s.
Yes. And 5s. Oh, it's only 1.
Oh, he's gonna live. Getting an invuln on that. Nope. So it's down to 2.
Yep.
Well done. You've undone my tears of Isha there.
But those are dead though.
Those are
3
just-
more warriors gone.
Okay. Right. That's the end of my turn. It was a decent punch back, but I am running out of stuff that could deal with the Moloch.
Yes, I've got one. It's looking like a typical game here, where there's not a whole lot left at the end of turn 2. But I do have one big beastie left.
One big beastie, yeah.
You scored, and so did you mention the objective?
So this is now gone.
Yep.
So I'm going to score 4 for that, 5 for that.
Yep.
I'm going to score 5 for holding 2 in no man's land.
Yes.
Running that one.
Yep.
And I've not done investigate site. I've killed 1 unit in combat.
Yeah, the 2 unit 2, the smaller unit warriors.
Killed what? That's it. So I'm on 1 for blood and guts. And that's
So I have to kill a unit. Or
no,
is it
that one's
tally
just,
one?
that one's just whenever I do it.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So we'll be
And how many
back.
cards? I haven't scored anything.
Yeah, but you might start scoring more again.
We'll
That's the
see.
problem.
All right. See you in my turn.
Turn 3, Tyranid Command Phase. And due to the paragon of professionalism that is Lyndon, who forgot to turn his microphone on for the entirety of turn 3, you'll have me for this turn. The only scoreable card that Rowan drew was Assassination. Lyndon will no longer be gaining any CP due to him raising his home objective. The Neurothrope gave the warriors +1 to hit via his Warlord trait, and the Broodlord gave an extra AP on 6s to the warriors in the center of the board. Hive Fleet Giger movement phase, and the Moloch cometh. Hive Fleet Giger psychic phase, and Neuroparasite finally powers up, taking down 6 dire Avengers. The Neurothrope also gets Catalyst onto the warriors. The Zonethrope smite brings down the Wraithseer, and the Broodlord finally casts Onslaught, giving the warriors +1 to wound. Hive Fleet Giger charge phase, and the warriors make it into the Wraith Lord, but more importantly, the Moloch makes its long charge into Lyndon's Farseer. Hive Fleet Giger began the combat phase with the Moloch. Lyndon used his last CP on lightning fast reactions in the hope to protect his Farseer, and it was successful, with the wizard remaining on 1 wound. Next, it was the warriors' turn to fight, and they caused 3 wounds to the Wraithseer. Then Prince Yriel struck out, bringing down the wretched Broodlord once and for all. In Hive Fleet Giger's morale phase, one more dire Avenger did flee due to the savagery of the psychic attack. Iyanden movement phase, and Lyndon opted to raise another objective with his Guardians on the left flank. Iyanden psychic phase, and Lyndon used his 2 strands of fate dice to cause a super smite onto the Moloch, but only succeeded in causing 2 mortal wounds in the end. Iyanden shooting phase, and the Guardians take 3 wounds from the Neurothrope. One of the Hornets finishes it off, while the other takes 2 wounds from the Neurothrope. The Wraith Lord causes 2 wounds to the warriors it is in combat with, and surprisingly, the Farseer takes 1 wound from the Moloch with his shuriken pistol. Prince Yriel makes his way into the warriors in the Iyanden charge phase. Yriel kicks off the combat phase by bringing down a warrior. Next, the Moloch finishes what it started and kills the Farseer. Finally, the Wraith Lord kills the last of the warriors. However, Rowan had spent his last CP on unparalleled ferocity, meaning that the warriors got to strike back at the Wraith Lord.
Okay, turn 4.
Yep.
Points at the doors. I have closed the gap. I'm up to 40. Had a good point scoring turn, but Rowan is, as of now, just scored an extra 5 for his Neurothrope on that back objective, and gave himself another CP, because he's still got the back objective, is up to 50. So we'll just quickly do my Strands of Fate before we kick into Rowan's command phase. I don't need Denies psychic tests anymore, because I don't have any psychers left. I will take a save. I probably will take an advance. I'll re-roll one of... Oh no, I can't re-roll one of those because my Farseer is dead. It's okay, so I'm just left with 2 wound rolls. That's fine, that's acceptable.
Okay.
Take that.
Mine's a lot simpler now. I don't have any synaptic imperatives to do because everything's dead.
Everybody's dead, Dave.
Yes. He's just going to give himself his extra dice, and that's it.
Cool. Okay, nice and quick.
Yep, in terms of cards I drew, there's no way I can get overwhelming firepower because I don't have anything that can shoot. I do have Defense Stronghold, which is possible if Lyndon doesn't kill my Neurothrope by the end of next turn. That's a bit dicey, but we shall see. And then Battlefield Supremacy is interesting. We took a look at this, and because Lyndon has actually raised a few of the objectives, there's only 3 left. So if I can get onto the middle objective and take that by the end of this turn with my Moloch, then I can actually score Battlefield Supremacy, weirdly.
Which is doable.
It is doable.
Shoot from some Guardians.
So that's the plan, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Hive Fleet Giger movement phase, and there is not a lot left, so there is not a lot to talk about.
Movement done, it was very short, not many things to do. But we're going to start off in the Psychic phase now with my Neurothrope. He is going to be casting Neuroparasite on yonder thingies over there.
Oh dear.
It definitely goes off on it. Lots.
Yeah, almost the perils, but
Yeah.
not quite.
And anything 4
Yep.
does a mortal wound. That's 2 of them.
2 of them.
And now we shall smite you.
Yep.
So just double check.
Yeah, I think he's probably still good. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Okay, just about.
If you'd killed 3, I don't think he would have, so it's good. That does go off. Yeah.
6, yeah. 7, 8, yep. And D3 mortal wounds. Oh, it's only 1.
Right. Interesting.
1 Guardian is left. Right, and I think we'll just go straight into the charge phase at this point.
Yep. Fast track stuff.
So we've got the Moloch here, and we'll see how far you can get around. It's 5. I'm
3. So
tempted
probably.
to re-roll that. Because I'm Behemoth, I can re-roll
Oh yeah,
immediately.
you might as well. Yeah, because you can't fit. Yeah,
Can't be
can't
much.
really fail.
10, yeah,
So 7.
7 with going over the craters.
So yeah, he gets nice
All the way
and
down to
surely
there.
onto that objective.
Right, and now
Mortal wounds.
we'll do his jaw first. It's
Does D3.
D3. That's 2.
Okay.
I'll do his tail just because I always forget it if I don't.
Yep.
He hits. He wounds.
It's AP minus 3, isn't it?
Yep.
That one. That one dead.
Dice flying.
I'm entertaining one. There's all the Moloch does.
This is a very good Moloch impression.
And then this was too. Let's see, I could be a Moloch.
You can be a Moloch. Anyone's got it in them to one day graduate to being a Moloch. Right. Key. And I'm wounding you on. I charged some strength 8.
Yeah,
so
twos. Yep.
AP -1. Ooh, a few ones there.
Should still be enough. No, maybe not.
6, 7.
7.
Yeah.
I am going to be ignoring the AP -1 because I'm a Iyanden.
Yep, that might not do it.
3 dead.
Oh no! I didn't do
2
it.
alive.
They're offsec.
1. Right. They could run away because it'll be scored after that. So there's a good chance because I've not got CP to keep them there. So they could still run away.
They could still run away. Just decide. Yeah, there's nothing much I can do about that.
I'll just briefly hit
hit
you
my
back.
guardians.
I both hit. I do wound once. What? Yeah.
No, he fails it actually.
Hey,
So he's down to 10 wounds.
Right. Yeah.
Important morale phase.
Yeah, I just need a 1. A 1 will pass.
Every time.
It's. I mean, to be fair, this is what
It is
Iyanden,
Iyanden,
this is
yeah.
what they should do, but that's frustrating for Rowan.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do about that. So I will not get battlefield supremacy. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Oh, and I need the morale for him as well.
Oh, yeah.
So she might run.
She does run.
Killed.
Oh.
She only killed 3. It's leadership 7. She's not going to run. Would need a 5.
Yep.
So she stays as well. That's really a problem.
Yep.
Okay, we'll be back in my turn. Maybe mop up time.
Yeah.
Here. See you then. Okay, quick fire turn for me as well. I've drawn my cards. I've got assassination. Back to Sean. Sean Connor's back to everybody. So assassination ain't money penny. Yes, I've got to kill the Neurothrope, and then I've got battlefield supremacy. I just need to hold that objective, which I'll fall back with the Guardians and charge in with other stuff, so I should be able to do that.
Yep.
And then I've got no prisoners, which I'll score if I kill everything, but I'll win the game anyway if I kill everything. So, well, I'll get 2 points for it. Yes, so into movement phase, and I will. How far away are you off that objective? 7. Doesn't matter. Okay, so he's just going to move onto there.
Yep.
This Guardian will use my. Ooh, yes.
Advance.
Yes, see you. 18 inches will get me onto that. Yeah, he will use my advance, so she's going 13. The mighty pink-haired Guardian.
Yes, he's still there.
She's still there, yes, and these guys will just fall back out of combat. Yriel will move into position. Get out of the way, Mr. Boulder. And yes, the racer will come around here as well. And then, yeah, 18 inches. Can you just move that front one just so it's kissing that objective? And then, yeah, the other one will be behind it. Okay, that is movements done. Shooting phase. So we will start off with the pink-haired Guardian.
Insult to injury here.
Both hit. Don't wind.
Good.
Okay, now we'll do the Hornets. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's lots of misses, Rowan.
That is quite a lot of misses. Something.
That is something. 4 saves. Probably not going to be enough here.
3 ups. Oh, 3 go through.
So that's six damage.
damn it.
It is enough. Okay, that's a problem. And then, yes, the race Lord will put everything into the Moloch. So Bright Lance is first, both hits. It's -1 to hit for shooting as well, isn't it?
No, I think it's just in combat.
1 wound.
Yeah, melee, yeah.
Just 1 wound.
And then no.
It's AP -4, yeah.
Yeah.
6 damage.
Whew. Down to 4.
Yriel will eye you. He hits.
Yay!
Sorry, 7 or 6.
7, I think.
Doesn't wound.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, charge phase. Yriel will go in. Yes, he will. And the Wraith Lord will go in. Yes, he will.
Well. Last 4 wounds on the Moloch here.
Yeah, we'll go with Yriel first. 5 attacks. Hits with everything. I will...
-1 hit, yeah.
Yeah, still hits, yeah, it's fine. I will auto wound with 2 of those.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all it goes through. It's AP -3.
So 6s. Nope,
And it's
man.
damage 3, so
He's dead. That's it.
clean up at the end there, but a couple of things here and there, and
Yeah,
it
it
would
was
have gone the other way.
Yeah, it was close.
Really close.
But yeah, a bit unfortunate. But yeah, there's some fun stuff in there. Some of it was a little swingy.
Yeah, surprising. I thought the Hornets were actually really good.
Yep.
They just kind of went around, and it's handy to have that unit that's slightly tougher, that I could have just barricade your
Yeah, the Gene Steals didn't really get to do anything this game.
I kind of
They're-
block them out.
Yep.
They killed one. That was cool.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah,
But-
and you saw what the Dire Avengers could do, and then said, no more of that.
Yes.
Yeah,
That was a bit unfortunate Neuroparasite didn't go off on either the first 2 turns.
Yeah, that
would
was a
have
shame.
really
But
taken some of your
again,
shit
that
away.
would have made a huge difference.
Yeah,
That
but that happens. That's what happens with Psychic Powers.
yeah,
But it is a really good one. I'll
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
be taking that again against Eldar.
Yeah.
Or whenever you've got toughness 3 things out there, it's
Yeah.
very handy.
yeah, no, it was really good, really good.
Yep. Yeah, good game.
Yeah, close one. But yeah, we shall hand you over to Velour and what he thinks the best 3 units of the game were. But yeah, we'll see you again soon on the Brothers Grimdark. Hope you've had a good time.
And now it is time for your 3 stars. Your 3rd star today went toe-to-toe with a Broodlord, helped to bring down the last of the warriors, and sealed the game with the killing of a Moloch. It is Prince Yriel. Today's 2nd star were a constant bane across the course of the battle, their smites and neuroparasite psychic powers continually being a thorn in the Iyanden's side. It is the Zonthropes. And today's 1st star conducted the battle from the very edge of the field. He made good use of the Synaptic Link ability, meaning that his psychic powers were always within range, even though he remained far from danger. He also buffed the warriors repeatedly with the use of his Warlord trait. It can only be the Neurothrope. Thank you so much for watching today's battle report. You've been fantastic, and we've been the Brothers Grimdark.